Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
From the whispers in the static to the voices beyond the veil, the search for answers begins here. Welcome to EVP Explorations, the show that takes you deep into the world of electronic voice phenomenon. Every Thursday night, we push the boundaries of the unknown, blending today's cutting-edge technology with the tried and true methods of the past. Join your host, Todd Bates, as he uncovers mysterious voices, analyzes real EVP recordings, and explores the techniques investigators use to bridge the gap between the living and the beyond. Are you ready to listen? EVP Exploration starts now.
And a good evening, one and all. My goodness, EVP Explorations coming at you live right here on the Sacred Spiral Network. Oh my goodness. Wow. I want to apologize first and foremost for not having shows for so long. My schedule has been absolutely, utterly crazy. And I'm tired. I'm absolutely exhausted, but it's all for the good, folks. All good stuff ahead. Hey, if you noticed the new intro there, Sherry and I did a little something there at the beginning. It was kind of fun. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of that. It was time for a change. We got together and had a little fun and did that. So hopefully all you guys are having a good night so far. What we're going to be doing tonight, didn't have much planned, been working all day long on the websites and on the projects and so forth. And my goodness, I am ready for this show. Hey, John, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hi, Evelyn. Great to see you, hon. Yeah, there's so many of you guys take time out of your schedules just to watch the show and watch me kind of screw up a little bit here and there. And I really appreciate that. I want to thank you for that. It's great to see. Hey, Stanley, how are you, my friend? Yeah, so much good stuff coming up. But what we're going to be doing tonight is kind of an open discussion review kind of thing, but I was sitting here thinking, I literally just finished it minutes before this show. I thought I was going to be a little bit late. Hi, Meg. There's Meg. She's moderating for you fine folks to keep you safe and happy. But there's, I just finished it. I just finished the website. And I would absolutely love to take you guys on a tour of what's new. There's my sister. My goodness, Tanya. How are you, Stubbs? I love you. I miss you. But I just finished it. And it's Happy Siblings Day. Happy Siblings Day, Stubbles. Oh, she's so tiny. She's 4'11". No, but there's, sorry, folks. What we're going to do is I wanted to show you the website, show you some changes. My goodness, there's so much to do, and it can be confusing. And I want to make sure you guys aren't confused, kind of get your opinions and things. Thank you very much for that, folks. It's been a long day. But with the site, it's completely been revamped, totally revamped, streamlined. It's beyond super fast on both desktop and mobile. Whoa. I mean, it's crazy stuff. So I figured, hey, why not take a break tonight? We've been talking to, like Nicole and Lisa. It's so much EVP, so much information has been thrown at you guys the past few weeks. It's a lot to digest. We've got a lot more coming up too. Trust me. Oh my goodness. Mark and I, we are a team. We are a powerhouse. Him and I, he produces some amazing shows, folks, some great ideas, and he's sharp as a tack, this guy, sharp as a tack. But what we can do is take this fancy break here coming up. And then what do you say? Do you guys want to see the website for the first time? I mean, it's live. It's live right now. But you guys want to see it? Do you want me to take you on a tour, show you how things work? There's some real EVP up there. There's just all kinds of cool stuff. It won't take too long. I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. We'll have a lot of fun with it. I'll get to try out this screen share thing, this little screen share kind of thing. I don't know. I'm old. I'm getting used to this stuff. Every time we come into StreamYard, it's the station StreamYard. Every time we come in, there's something freaking new. You know, say, hey, try the new dark mode. Which I did build one of those for you fine folks for these courses. Wait till you see that. Anyway, there's so many different changes, and it's hard to keep up with excuse me, today's technology. It's nearly impossible. But all that aside, Sherry is a little sick tonight. Yes, she was going to be here this evening to talk with us for a little while. She has got bronchitis, folks. She is down for the count in bed, probably watching this. And if you're watching this, honey, I love you. Hang in there. You got this. We got this. We got this. It's that time of year. All the crud comes around, folks. Just stay safe. Get that airborne stuff or whatever they call it. And big news before we go to break. Big news. We're going to Ashmore Estates. June the 29th. That's a Sunday. From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nicole, we talked about it on the show. We made it happen. We're doing it. We got the people involved. I'm going to be meeting some of my old station friends like Christina Bloom, Deidre Sanford. They're coming down to Ashmore. We're going to be having Jeremy Hawthorne join us, Stacy Berry, great investigators. They're going to be joining us as well. And of course, Lisa Crick and Nicole Tito are going to be there too. And we're all going to investigate Ashmore together. And it's going to be broadcast live. We're going to have a special show for it. So you want to be sure and stay tuned because it's right around the corner. Time's going by so fast, but it's set in stone. We've got it all taken care of. All we have to do is show up, and it's going to be during the day, which it's really active out there during the day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys will be able to see some of it live. Of course, we can't do the whole thing live, but you'll be able to see some of it live. We'll do a broadcast. We'll do some interviews. We'll see if we get these zooms and whams, you know, all kinds of cool stuff, folks. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to get this break out of the way here. We're going to cut to this break. We come back. I'm going to take you on a tour to the new EVP Explorations.com. If you guys want to get ahead of me or follow along with me, just head to the website right there, EVP Explorations.com. We'll see what's in store in just a few. Stay tuned.
Are you ready to explore the unknown? Dive into the world of the strange, mysterious, and unexplained with EVP Expeditions magazine. Each issue is packed with spine-tingling tales, cutting-edge paranormal investigations, and exclusive insights into hauntings, cryptids, UFOs, and more. Whether you're a seasoned investigator or just love a good ghost story, EVP Expeditions magazine has something for you. Join our growing community of truth seekers and adventure lovers. Subscribe today at EVPExpeditionsMagazine.com and unlock the secrets of the supernatural. Are you ready? That's EVPExpeditionsMagazine.com, where the extraordinary is just a click away. Dare to discover.
Seven minutes past the hour. Welcome back. You guys are watching and listening to EVPExplorations.com. I'm your host, Todd Bates. Thank you all so very much for joining us. It's great to see you each and every week, each and every time. And it's great to be here. It really is. This is my fun time. This is, I look forward to this each week, talking with you fine folks and meeting new people. I love meeting new people. But you know what? I'm a shy introvert, which is so strange. How in the world can I do this? But yet you put me with a room of 3 people and I start to get uncomfortable? All right, all you psych majors out there, answer that one. Answer that one for me if you would. Hey, Mr. Bill Walter, how are you, my friend? Bill Walter. God, I miss Bill. He's a trip. I'm going to get up there and see you, Bill. I'm going to get up there and see you. There's so much to talk about here coming up. We've got just an hour or so, or until there's no time limit really, folks, as long as it takes. And as long as you guys are here to hang out, I'm here to hang out, I guess. But what we got is a brand new website, completely streamlined, completely optimized for mobile, for your desktops, your laptops, all the cool stuff, your tablets, all the fun stuff like that. It's all ready for you. And I'm going to get this, we're going to unveil it here tonight. And I'm going to take you on a tour. Why not? It's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be kind of fun. That way, if you have any questions or any opinions or see any typos, there's probably going to be a few bugs, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. But let me figure out how to present my, here we go. You're going to see some infinity here for a minute. And there we go. There it is, folks. Now, at the moment, I can't see your comments. I can't see anything like that. So I'll be bouncing back and forth. And hopefully it doesn't bother you. But it's pretty self-explanatory. The website is really. You look at the menu, of course, on the home page. We've got our mission statement. You guys, I mean, there's you got to stand behind what you say the best you can. Integrity in this field. The newsletter, you guys have got to be sure to sign up for the newsletter. There's a little bug right there I found that's going to pop up. You just put your name and email in there, and I send out a newsletter for the shows, for weekly or monthly tips, and we do a monthly story. It's a monthly newsletter, other than you get one each week about Wednesday or either Wednesday or Thursday for the show. But then it's got the show calendar right here for you, telling you what's coming up. Like next week, we've got spirit and printing coming up on the show. We've got residual versus intelligent captures, how to tell the difference. We're going to be talking about that. Mark has some amazing guests booked on the show. Rumor has it the Yak Man's coming himself. Yes, Ron Yacovetti's going to be coming onto the show here soon. We got him booked, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be cool. But you have the buttons below, and I made it as ghostly as I could here for you fine folks. It was so much fun playing with these little things. But there's, you just click it, and it goes to the page. You want to know more about the show, you click it, it pops it on. More about the show, live Thursday nights. Don't forget, we're not on Fridays. I know a lot of you folks are going to show up tomorrow. I'm sorry. But, of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel there. There's a calendar, of course. Meet your team behind the microphone. Of course, me hosting it. Mr. Mark Davies, the producer. Fun stuff. Now, I'll let you guys browse most of this yourself, because there's just so much fun. But you've got about the station right here, of course. Just take the time to read some of these things. They're going to make sense. They're going to make sense. They're going to make EVP make sense. It's important. It's important to keep it going out there. But more about me there. And then there's what we have here is some actual EVP that I captured over the years. The first time I made them public, really, other than private classes. But these are authentic EVP captures right here coming up. It tells you what an EVP is right here, how to classify it, about the classification, and about sharing your data and how important it is. It's real important you guys share your data, share your findings. Now, then it has a list, and you can even rate them. I let people rate them on how they like them. And some of them don't like the comeback guy. It's okay. But the thing is you go down, you just hit play. It plays both on the computer and your phone. And you can listen to a few EVP and kind of get an idea of what they're about. If you guys haven't been around electronic voice phenomenon or didn't know what it is, like my neighbor Jeff came over yesterday and he had asked me, he says, Todd, I've been wondering. He says, what does EVP stand for? And I told him, and he looked at me like, oh my goodness, what the hell is that? You mean you talk to dead people? Absolutely. That's what it means. That's what it is. And he accepted it pretty good. He took it pretty good. But moving along. Let me check some comments here. All right, you guys are okay. Perfect. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Hey, Al. Yeah, there's let me get back to the page, get rid of that. Okay. So this kind of tells you what EVP is, what the classification is, for you new folks. And then you come down to the recordings. Now, the fun part, the most amazing part of this entire website, what it's built around are courses. And what those courses are built around, folks, is a study guide that I had written back in 2004 that Mr. Mark Davies himself still hadn't found. And what I did is I took that study guide and used a little bit of magic. And that's what each one of these courses consists of. And it's mind blowing. And these are all free of charge, by the way. I want to stress that. And the reason behind that, I'm not in this for the money, folks. I'm just a simple man. I'm a simple dude. I'm semi-educated. Yes, I'm a college graduate, but I don't hold a master's or a bachelor's or anything of that nature. And it's not that I'm ignorant. And that doesn't make a person ignorant. It doesn't make a person smart either. Trust me. Oh my goodness. But the thing with the whole paranormal field, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this. You don't have to complicate things. Usually 9 times out of 10, folks, less is more. Less is more. Just remember that in common sense and you'll be good to go. So moving on to the meat of it, the classroom, the courses. Now you have choices here. You can hover over classroom and it tells you exactly all the courses we have. Like example, how to use cassette recorders, how to use a digital recorder, how to use an EMF meter, how to use a Ouija board. That one blew people's minds. They are attacking that course. This teaches you how to properly use a Ouija board. Properly. How to open it. How to close it. What not to say. What to say. Common sense. It's a great course and it doesn't mean we worship Satan. Come on, folks. Get that stereotype out of your head and grow a set or something. That's just a little ridiculous and childish. That's not the case. It's a communication tool for spirit. Now, and it also has EVP 101 to EVP 103, your investigator responsibilities, paranormal documentation. You've got sharing data for review and your paranormal 101 through 3 classes. And they're real simple. Let me show you one, folks, and how they work. It's real simple. You just click on it. Takes you right to the course. You can scroll down here. You can see the highlights of the course. You can see that it's for a beginner. It's a beginner's course, how to use a cassette recorder. And you simply click here. It tells you the curriculum, what's entailed. You can rate the course. Please rate the courses. If you don't like them, please let me know. And, we can make changes. We can, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But then I already completed it. So I'll show you a real course here in a second. Let me get to another one here that I haven't completed because I've tested all these to make sure they work. And look, folks, I've completed all of them. Let me log out. That way I can start one. There we go. Now we'll go back to the classroom. There we go. Okay. So first on the board, which you can list these when you go to the classroom. I'm sorry. I mean, you can go down and select the ones individually here. I just click it. Excuse me. It takes you right to the courses themselves, and they're all listed here for you. And you can just scroll down and take whichever one you want. But all you do is there's no registration. Okay. I finally found a way to get rid of the registration and force it away because, well, I don't like them, damn it. I just don't like them. So I got rid of it. Now, with the course itself, you just simply hit start course, free of charge. They're all text courses. I'm working on some video ones. That's going to take some serious time, but I am working on a couple video courses coming up soon as well. But right now, these are text, so you would just, professionalism and ethical conduct. Good topic. Good topic right away. And when you read it, you just simply click mark as complete, and it moves on to the next task in the course, and so on. Mark is complete, moves on to the next. Now, what this does is it adjusts, because as you can see, this is easy to read, but it depends on your system's, what your system wants. Like if your system is on dark mode, it will read on dark mode. If your system is set to light mode, it'll read on light mode. So that's why you can switch it up here. If you can't see it, you can switch it with that little sun right there. Right now it's in dark mode. But anyway, you continue and you mark as complete. We're almost done here, folks. Hang in there. Hang in there. And you come to your final conclusion. Make sure you read those conclusions. They wrap everything up. I mean, I tried. Now, what you're going to see is back to course. Up at the top, you click on back to course, and it simply takes you back to the beginning of the course. Now, each course is going to have a certificate that is coming. I'm working on the finals of them now. Each course will have its own certificate. And when you ended up where we ended up there at the end, you'll see where it says download certificate. And you'll be able to download the certificate. You can share it with your friends, whatever. This doesn't make you an expert, folks. And I want to stress the word expert. There is just no such thing in this field. Please don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There's just no experts. I don't care how you slice it. It's just not happening. So this does not make you an expert. This makes you experienced. This makes you a specialist, depending on how many courses you take. And when you do take the course, be mindful of what you're learning. Be mindful of what's in front of you, around you at all times. So much goes in to learning. You must learn, but most importantly, afterwards, you must unlearn. Find all the resources you can. A lot of them are free. Everything on this website is free of charge to anybody that wants it. I just enjoy building websites, computer work, nerd work. I just enjoy that stuff. That's a hobby of mine. So that's why I threw the website together. I wanted, if you folks remember, people like John, the old Haunted Voices show. Let me get back on camera here. Hang on. The old Haunted Voices show. You guys remember what started all of this was a discussion, was a chat, was just simply a meeting about people that liked EVP, that had a curiosity. Then it exploded into a chat room. That's when chat rooms came out. And then it had a forum. There's forums still used today, but they're rare. But it had a members forum that talked all about electronic voice phenomena. So there was just, because there was very little information about it, because it was such a taboo thing to discuss. People just, hey, hear any good EVP lately? You didn't hear that crap on the streets. Come on. You just know. So there wasn't much out there. So it was a place where everybody that enjoyed EVP, that just loved it, wanted everything about it. That's where they would show up. And they did. And it got larger. And I began teaching lessons for free. And I wanted it to stay that way. Because I think at least, I know education isn't cheap, folks. I know it costs money to learn. Hi, Courtney. Oh my goodness. So good to see you. I miss you, girl. And there's Jennifer. Hey, how you doing, Jennifer? There's just so much involved with it all, folks. Don't get too wrapped up in it. But again, use your noggin. Use your noggin when it comes to these courses, for example. Take them in order. Don't take a 103 because of you just don't start there. Start at the bottom. Work your way up. build a foundation. That way you can build your own paranormal foundation when they're complete. Use them. It's an amazing resource. I don't care if you're experienced or not, you know, and like I said, I'm no end all be all genius here. This came from a study guide from screw ups from years ago, and just explanations mostly. Just explanations. Sherry's sick, hon. Yeah, she's got bronchitis. God love her. She's had it for 2 days. She's terrible. She's probably watching though, so I'm sure she'll love your message. God love her. Yeah, she's hanging in there. Sherry's doing great though. Other than that, she's hanging in there. How you doing, Bernadette? How you doing, hon? Good to see you. So there's I apologize, folks. Been a little lackey on the water department lately, but with the website, as you can see in the courses, they're amazing to take. They're fun to take. They challenge you. They give you some exercises. Coming up soon with the courses, or there's going to be the newer ones. They're going to have quizzes. Just something to embed. And it's not that I think everybody needs these courses. It's not about that. It's a place where people can go for free and learn how to communicate with spirits, how to write documentations, how to interview a client. All of these things are provided free of charge. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse other than doing the work. And from what I hear and what I see from other people, there's not a lot of work being done out there these days, unless you're skipping off to the next conference, or, you're worried about how many likes you got that day, how many text messages are built up on your phone. It's not about that. No, it's about finding those answers. Is there life after death? And if there is, what is it like? That's what we're about, folks. In all honesty, and everything in me, that's what we're about. That's what we're about. Bernadette says, I have a podcast. I do lots of interviews with people that are alive. That's EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. It's a way you can communicate with those that have passed on, Bernadette. That's exactly what it is. And some people are into this field. Some people are attracted to this field. Some people are ashamed to be attracted to this field. Some people, like myself, are obsessed with this field. I love this community. I've always loved this community. There's great people in this community. They've welcomed me when no one else would. And for that, I thank them. And I feel I owe them quite a bit. Now, when you put something together and you put your name on something like that, you run a risk, and sure, people are going to take information. They're going to copy it. They're going to do whatever with it, make a show like this, whatever that's just, that's the par for the course, folks. You have to take that as flattery. You can't dramatize it. You can't just dramatize it. It is what it is. Be flattered by it. Be flattered by it and wish them the best, because at the end of the day, the idea is to communicate no matter how we can. If I'm doing a project and I complete half of it and die, and someone else picks up the other half and puts 2 and 2 together and solves the equation, share it. Don't sit on it, because people need to know. People need to know. There's no other way around it. That's the importance of sharing. It really is. And, Jennifer, they talk to me. Absolutely, Jennifer. I believe that 110%. 110%. Some people are gifted. They have that gift. They're empathic. They're sensitive. They're mediums. Great people. Great people. Me personally, I feel I'm as sensitive as a brick, and that's why I have to use tools and mechanics. But to get back to the site here real quick, let me load this back up for you because I wanted to finish a few things out and tell you how easy a few things are. You're going to see that infinity symbol again here. So we've got an articles page. Now, these aren't blogs really, folks. Sure, you're more than welcome and highly encouraged to comment on them. But you know what they are, they're informative, controversial, some articles. Understanding EVP, myths versus reality, things like that. There's a lot of myths, behind electronic voice phenomena. This explains some of those. There's all kinds of articles for you to read and learn from if you're curious about this, about communicating. There's not much you need for those of you just starting out. It does not take much to start out doing this, but you do have to have patience. You do have to be curious about the paranormal, and you have to have the right mindset. You can't be all willy-nilly. You can't be all upset about it. If things don't go your way, you can't kick the recorder like it can. You can't do that. You have to understand that that's what's going to happen, and it is what it is. You chalk it up as a loss, move on, go on to the next one. But moving along with this real quick before we take another break, I wanted to show you our show page. It's real simple to navigate this website, I feel, folks. I really do. Now, live Thursday nights tells you all about the show right there. A little screenshot when we had Tony and Cherie on. Of course, Staticom 3.0. That was a fun show. And it's got the calendar again. And of course, it's got behind the microphone. I think we covered this earlier too, folks. Sorry about that. But what I want you to know, what's fun and what was tricky to do, but was able to be done, is looky there. You can now watch this show live on the website itself, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. You no longer have to search Facebook. You don't have to search YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, any of these places. You go to one shot, EVPExplorations.com. Simply, if I were to click that play button, you would hear us right now. But it says right up here, we're live. And you can watch it live right there from the website, EVPExploration.com. So you guys can do that on your phone. If you're just hanging out by yourself, maybe you don't want to be social with people. Maybe you just want to be alone during some of this. Absolutely. That's what that's for. You're going to watch it live from the website. And the vodcast area, these are all the past shows. They start from the first show, and you just click the little arrow here, and it moves over to all the shows. And when you click them, it pops up, and it's on there front and center for you. And that way you can watch all the past shows right there. These are updated every once a week for you as well, updated once a week. And of course, the contact page is super simple contact form. It's got all of our social media right here for you as well, as long as our address. I didn't put the full address out there. No. I mean, it's easily obtainable anyway. Just look. But you just fill it out like you would any other short form. And of course, it's got my thank you message there to all you fine folks visiting the website. So, and the donate button, of course, goes to our donate page, which this goes right back into the website, the hosting. There's so many things that, I have to pay for, folks. And it's tough. Times are tough for all of us. I get it. I completely get it. There's no such thing as a small amount. If you can't, share it if you would. If you take a few courses and you gain some knowledge from that, and you can't drop a dime in the bucket, just share it out if you would. I'd really appreciate that. That would be most appreciated. Whatever we can do to get some help, because the costs are getting higher. This stuff isn't cheap, but I'm doing what I can with what we have. Just like with any project, you have to start somewhere, right? As long as you start. But, we are accepting donations all the time. And I set a goal of $2,500. That'll give us some nice cushion for EVP Explorations to thrive. And then we've got $70 so far. You can't complain with that. Can't complain at all. So thank you very much for everybody that's taken the time to donate like that. That means the world to me. It really does. Now, enough with the website. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and get some kind of knowledge out of it. You know, it's important. It's important. It was a labor of love making that for everybody. And I just want it to be used and abused. I really do. I want those courses like they have been. To be honest with you, the Ouija course crashed the entire system. I had to beef up the Whopper. There were so many people taking that because it's free. And the only thing that I ask for is your email is for the newsletter. And the only thing I use the newsletter for, or the email for, is for the newsletter. Who the hell am I going to sell it to? I don't know who to call to do stuff like that. I'm just going to use her for the newsletter. I'll send you a newsletter. That's all. I don't play those games. That's dramatic. I don't play drama. It's just not fun. But future shows coming up. Let me find. We've got Ron Yacovetti coming up here as well. But let me get the actual list here from Mark. I had it saved. God love it. He's I do apologize for the pause. But him and I talk to each other quite a bit. I should have had it ready. That's my own fault. I should have had it ready. We've got Keith J. Clark's been rescheduled. He's been rescheduled. I'm really looking forward to having him on. He's going to do a live demonstration for you folks. A live demonstration. It's ITC. It's going to be phenomenal. I mean, I'm going to learn a lot. I'm not very avid on the ITC side of it. I just know classic EVP. So I'm looking forward to that. Now we've got Alyssa Beaver coming on. She's going to be discussing the same, but yet different. And I don't want to give too much away with Alyssa. She contacted the show, an amazing individual, very interesting person, and looking forward to that show. And that's going to be May the 8th. She's going to be coming on. And then none other than Mr. Stanley Jolette. He's going to be coming on. Longtime friend of mine, Stanley is. This man is an ITC EVP guru. He is fantastic. He has a great way of explaining things. He explained things very well for you folks. And he's not afraid to experiment. He's not afraid to try something new. He's not afraid to try something new. And a lot of us are. I know I used to be. Now I do it a lot more than, I would say I do it a lot more than what I used to. A lot more than what I used to. But you guys hold that thought. We come back. I'm going to take your questions and comments. If you guys have any questions about the show, about the website, about EVP, about anything paranormal in general, get those ready. I'm also going to go through some of the comments here. We'll get those on the screen as well. Get those shared to everybody. So you guys hang tight. Yeah, they can do that too. Yeah, hang tight. More EVP Explorations on the way.
Introducing The Haunted Voice by Todd Bates, a powerful autobiography that takes you on an unforgettable journey through life's darkest struggles and most hopeful triumphs. From working as a corrections officer to finding himself behind bars, Todd's story dives deep into the battle against alcoholism and addiction, revealing the raw, unfiltered truths of hitting rock bottom. But this is not just a story of despair. It's a story of redemption, recovery, and hope. As a seasoned paranormal investigator and EVP specialist, Todd also opens the door to his chilling experiences with the supernatural, weaving together tales of the paranormal with deeply personal revelations. The Haunted Voice isn't just a book, it's a lifeline for those seeking recovery, a guide for those facing their own demons, and a treasure for paranormal enthusiasts. Available now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Apple Books, The Haunted Voice makes the perfect gift for anyone looking for inspiration, guidance, or simply an incredible story. Order your copy today and discover the voice that refuses to be silenced.
Hey, 38 minutes past the hour, folks. You are watching and listening to EVP Explorations Live. Those of you just joining us, I'm your host, Todd Bates, and we're doing an open discussion review show. If you guys missed the first part, it's all recorded, of course. You can listen on YouTube, Facebook, all the different places, Sacred Spiral. But the best place to listen, explorations.com, EVP Explorations.com. That's the place to go. You can watch all the past shows there as well. And be sure and follow us on the podcast side. Those of you guys listening, be sure to subscribe to us on Apple and Pandora and all those fun places as well. Just search EVP Explorations. You'll figure the rest out. I promise. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to cover some comments here. Some great comments coming in. Yeah, I know, Jennifer. That thing gets a little sneezy, doesn't it? I got to step up these ads. I really do. I'm a lot better than this, folks. But we're having fun. We're having fun. You guys are joining us here. It's a good time. It's a good time for me. I have a lot of fun doing this. So we're going to cover some comments here. We've got one here from Pat. He says, I think the more you attempt EVP communication, the clearer they become. I guess they learn along with you. Absolutely genius, Pat. Yes, I feel the same way. I'm sure a lot of you folks do as well. That when you investigate an area several times, I feel the spirit becomes more comfortable with you, gets to know you, gets to know your demeanor, gets to know your attitude, your tone, gets to know all these different things about you over time. And they learn how to use your equipment as well, I believe. If you instruct them, like I instruct them during a session, a lot of times I'll sit there. If you speak into this device, it records or captures your voice. Let them know that they may hear record, but what the hell's record? They may not have a clue. Keep things simple, very simple with them. It goes a long way. And they learn from that as well, I feel. It's almost as if maybe when we cross, folks, maybe, a big maybe, huge maybe, when we cross, we have to learn things all over again, just like a baby. Aren't we being reborn? Maybe that's the case too. They have to learn a lot of different things. And Jennifer's got a great comment here. Please explain your explanation of consciousness. That's good. That's deep. Consciousness. My definition, it is an amazing sense of being. It is one of self. However, when you're unconscious, I believe that is when spirit takes over. I believe you visit other realms every single night. I believe you leave your body every single night when you're unconscious. Consciousness is simply a state of mind, I think. It's simply a state of mind. It's something that is better unconscious than conscious, I feel. If you think about it, folks, when you are conscious like this is consciousness. I'm aware of my surroundings. I know where I am. I know what I'm doing. But what animates me? What animates me? What animates us? See, I feel spirit has that down to a science. And they know how to do and manipulate certain things because of that. Who knows? Who knows? That's the beauty of this field, folks. That is the utter beauty of it. Utter beauty of it. And Jennifer's also adding here, we are more than human. We are spiritual beings too. Ingo. Yes, we are. Now, we don't know for a fact who is who and what is what up there. But I think we're all, or most of us, could agree that there is a higher power than ourselves. Think about it. Are you it? Are you the end all be all? Or is there something above you that created you? It's a lot to think about. It's very controversial. But it has a lot to do with this field. A lot to do with this field. My neighbor, for example, very, very, everything. It's dead. It's just black when you're dead. Nothing happens. There is no God. There is no higher power. It took another individual, him watching him, his name, Joe Rogan. I'm sure you guys have heard of him, Joe Rogan. Because of Joe, that man now sees things differently. They're brighter. They make more sense. They're possible. It changes people. People can change. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Spirits can change as well. Absolutely. They can change as well on a dime. So be careful, be cautious always. Be careful and cautious always. And Courtney's saying we are like a reflection. Who are what we reflect from exactly? I don't know. And I love that. Yes, we are like a reflection. Bingo. I mean, am I the same in an alternate universe, just doing something differently? I mean, what am I doing there that I'm not doing here if I'm doing it at the same time? This is how deep this field can get, folks. So before you enter, know that there are no absolutes in this field, okay? So if you're one of those that 2 + 2 has to equal 4, it may hurt you a little bit. But if you're open-minded, and if you keep your heart open as well, and if you respect, and if you obtain or can work your way into common sense, you own this field. That's all it takes. All those things that you think about that you don't want anyone else to hear, we want to hear them. Not because it's gossip and dramatic, but because we learn from it. And this field is about learning. It is about learning like and absorbing it like a sponge. Because you're going to come across so many situations that you will not have an answer to. You will not. In any way, shape, or form will you have an answer. But you have to continue to motivate yourself to go forward. Always forward. Don't go back in this field. Don't do that. Go forward. If you see an apparition, for example, you can't unsee it. You can't do it. You can't. You can't. I tried. Because I was a skeptic too. Huge. I would laugh at all of you, each and every one. Bah ha ha, no such thing. You're crazy. Take a pill. No. Kyle, how are you, my friend? That's Mr. John. Hey, there's so many ways that you can act as a person if you're in this field. Some people hide it. Some people are ashamed of it. Still, a lot more have come out than in the past, of course. I'll give it to that. But most hide because they fear ridicule. They fear judgment. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? You can be anybody and be ridiculed. Happens all the time. We're human beings. That's what we do in the conscious. In the unconscious, we don't. Funny, but we don't act that way at all, do we? We just kind of lay there. Or do we? I think we're off doing something elsewhere when we're unconscious. We're not even in the body. But your mindset coming into this field has to be strong, folks. You can't come in because you saw a damn TV show. That's not how it goes. You can't come in because, you think it's going to be something cool. You think it's going to be something fun. It is fun. It is cool. But it is also scary at times. So you need to ask yourself, is this right for me? Don't do it because everybody else is doing it or someone's pushing you to join a team. You join a team because you feel right doing so. Take a few investigations with them. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. That's what convinced me. I went to a simple ghost tour. I was hooked. How in the world did this thing get captured on my recorder, but I didn't hear it with my naked ear? No. And to this day, I still go, and I'll continue to go. Sure, I did it for a long time. Sure, I did it for decades. And then I retired from it, from the field. That doesn't mean I retired from the paranormal, folks. That doesn't mean that's a big mistake. No. I will never retire from this community. This community and I are together for life because of how they treated me and continue to treat me with respect. And when you find a team, I just happen to find a large one. When you find a team of people that are like-minded, there's nothing stronger. Because we all have these questions. We're just afraid to say it. We're afraid to, if I say that, they're going to, No. In the paranormal community, you don't have to be afraid. You don't, no longer. We want to hear it. Black Raven Paranormal stopping by to say hello to all, working tonight. Can't hang around, but love your shows, Todd. Thank you, Black Raven. That's great seeing people like that. I love that. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging in there live, folks. We only have just a couple more minutes. We're going to kill it. I even yacked over a break, but that's okay. It happens. Some things just have to be discussed with you. So, to wrap things up in a nutshell, the website's complete. We've got that taken care of. You guys can now use it for your courses and so forth. Attack it. It's all yours. We've got great guests coming up. Keith Clark's coming up next month. We have got Ron Iacovetti coming up. They're working on confirming a date. If they don't already have a confirmed date, he's coming up. And next week, we're going to be talking simply about, we are going to be talking about, I've got the week after in my head, not next week. Sorry, folks. Spirit imprinting. What we're going to be discussing next week is spirit imprinting, how they may imprint themselves onto magnetic or digital recorders. How does this happen? So I want you guys to think about that for next week. And then, of course, the week after on the 24th, we'll be talking residual versus intelligent. This was important. This one's important to a lot of you EVP buffs, especially out there. One thing, hi, Christina. One thing hard is is telling the difference between the two. It can be quite difficult. Quite difficult. You've got to have a really good trained ear to tell the difference between the two. But once that's done, it's second nature. It's second nature after that. You know what you're listening to, but you've got to train yourself. You can't just jump into electronic voice phenomena and say, hey, I'm a specialist. No, you can't do it. You need some kind of education to back it up. And I of course, I've got Adobe Audition training, so many different kinds of things. That's why I'm able to teach you folks from what I used to screw up. I used to screw it up royally. It was something awful. My goodness, it was terrible. But what we've got coming up next week, we're going to be talking about imprinting. And we've got some great shows coming up. If you have any feedback about the shows, any topic you want us to discuss, you can send those to producer@evpexplorations.com. And if you want to be a guest on the show, now that can be anybody. If you're an investigator, you have a team, you and the team want to come on the show, tell us about how you capture EVP. Tell us some of your EVP tales. We'll share your EVP on the show. We'll play them. But you have to contact us. We can't go reaching out and contacting everybody else. You have to come to us, and we've got a lot lined up for you, but we'll put you in line, and you can just simply contact us at producer@evpexplorations.com. Mark's a great guy. He'll get you taken care of, get you booked. We work together as a team, and we do that all the way from across the pond. Mark's over there in the UK, and he's amazing at what he does. But without him, I wouldn't have the show, folks. I just wouldn't be able to do it because I don't have time to sit down and prepare like I used to. I'm down to the last minute, and he helps me do just that. Without him, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, Mark, if you're watching this, thank you, my friend. Now, on that note, we're going to end the show here for tonight, but be sure, check out the rest of the shows over there at sacredspiralnetwork.com. That place is absolutely amazing. It is growing strong. We got a lot of new shows coming on, from metaphysical to paranormal, so many different ones. Paranormal Pete is back. Pete Orbea comes back in May here on the Sacred Spiral Network. Huge to hear that. And shout out to Mark. And what's this here? I'm interested. We'll make contact with Mark. You do that, Black Raven. You do that. I'd love to sit here and talk to you. Absolutely. All you have to do is reach out, and I'll put his email address in the comment section as well. You can also contact him through the website. Contact us both through the website, and we will get you booked here on the show. But for now, folks, it is time for me to enjoy some quiet time, because it's my 2 days off from my day job guarding candy. So I think I'm going to go chill out for a while. What are you guys going to do? I mean, here it is. It's Thursday night. What are you going to do? What are you going to watch? Where are you going to go? I'm going to go chill out for a while. You guys have a fantastic weekend. And until next week, remember, we talk spirit and printing. Be sure to show up for that. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the sacredspiralnetwork.com. Or remember, once again, you can watch the show live right there on the website, EVPExplorations.com. Highly recommend you go there. Get those courses started, folks. Get those courses started. It's important. All right. From all of us over here at EVP Explorations and Sacred Spiral Network, take care.